lesson 4 now. So far we've talked about the same things. You might be getting tired of me saying it, but if you want to be successful trading, those are the 2 principles. Know where to get in, know where to get out, because you want to pay your way out of trouble. Big thing, how to do that, you're prepared for it. You know that is the game piece that you can control. Pay your way out of trouble. You got that?
Lose correctly.
Lose correctly. How do you lose correctly?
By giving little bits of your money.
How do you know when to give little bits of your money?
Know when to get out.
How do you know that?
Your LOC.
LOC.
What does that mean?
Line of
Line of
change.
change.
Why line of change?
Because that's
Why not
the
trend line?
optimum. It'll affect your thinking.
This be where you change in your
Yes.
thinking.
Yeah.
Makes sense, right?
Yes.
It becomes the line of truth or the line of death
Yeah.
to those who adhere it. It's obedience. Okay, obedience is better than sacrifice. Be obedient. This is obedience. It's all biblical. It's kind of interesting how that works out. This is another screenshot on lesson 4 that I want to show you. This is one of the screens I've used. I use it for years. Other information. Okay, so I take the primary stocks that I'm trading. By the way, there's thousands. I mean over 20,000 shares of stocks. I think I've traded no more than 10 in the last 10 years. Is that amazing?
That is.
Now I can't tell you I've traded the best stocks to trade. There could be a lot of other trades to do, but you get to the point where you're comfortable and you just stay with it. I'm not saying that's the wisest thing. There are moves. Remember that on the last lesson we just looked at, where that thing went up to $45 and went down? That's just optimum trade. If you can go find a trade that's been running a long resolve up for months or years, and you want to go look on those monthly bases, once something breaks that 5-year upward momentum, that could be an awesome move going down.
Okay.
You could just say, that's my parameters. Show me every stock or every company that's just broke a 5-year upward trend. That's who I'm trading. Big moves down. Because they want to start taking everybody's money back. Okay? So you could do that. All right, but anyway, this screen right here, so I have SDS as one, PCLN, Google, Amazon, Netflix. I have them right here as a quick snapshot. I can just see what they're doing. Another interesting thing I found out is stocks in the same groups tend to go the same ways, usually. Okay?
What do you mean?
Amazon, you see how these got 4 symbols? Netflix, PCLN,
Yeah.
Google, Amazon. They're all in the same index. They're all in this like same basket of types of stocks, technology kind of stocks. Okay?
All of them are like that? All like.
4-letter symbols are.
Okay.
Okay? Then there's 3-letter symbols, 1-letter. There's different indexes where, hey, an index means we're going to take these 20 stocks and just put them in our little basket.
Okay.
And it's like a gift basket. We're going to have apples and peaches and we're going to have whatever here, right? It's a little index.
Okay.
And overall, it just shows you the basic of what
Just
they're
kind of what's
averaging
happening.
and all
Now
that.
here, let's go back down to these indexes. I have this other screen, indexes. Here's indexes monthly. This one I don't know why it's not showing, but here's 4 indexes. I'm showing you 3. There's probably hundreds of indexes. What do you notice about these 3 different indexes?
They're all going up.
They're all going in the same direction. Indexes tend to do the same thing, go in the same direction, okay? So,
How did you find these though?
and maybe when I first started out researching, when I first started out, what am I looking? I was listening to hear anything if anybody said anything. And so I started pinning in on it.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
Okay.
There's tons of them, tons more. Again, these are the 4 I've looked at for the last 10 years. I can't tell you they're the best, but they work for me, all right? This one here is called the Dow Jones, one of the oldest indexes. There's 30 big companies of the United States or the world. Google might be one, PCLN might be one, just these companies, who cares who they are? There's 30 of them that make up this index.
Okay.
If those 30 companies all together tend to, their share prices go up, this index will go up. If one price might be really down, but 29 are still up, this is going up.
Okay.
It's kind of like an average. What would you say that these shares have been doing? This index has been going up for how many years? 5 years? Which way?
Up.
Right here was interesting. We had the line here, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I got that line correctly. Let's just make sure I'm not trying to cheat the system. That's where I'd say it is. Okay?
Okay.
Point A, point B, right?
Yep.
It's still going up. Until, even though this might start coming down right here, until it takes out that line, those 30 stocks are marching which way?
Up.
Very good. When it starts coming down to this line, what do I expect to happen?
Bounce
Bounce.
back up.
There you go. Everybody's trying to predict the world's coming to an end, the top's there, it's going down. I don't know that. It could be. I don't know that. They thought it right here. They thought it right here, right? You just don't know. You just follow what's happening. So right now, as it's starting to bump over, what position should I take if you had to take a position?
Right
tricky.
now,
Well, I
would wait till it came closer to my line of change.
There you go. Now, your safest bet is to pick the best spot, and that is at, this is close enough, by the way,
Yeah.
is at the point of line, resistance to change its direction. But you know what? This could keep going up. So look, if you said, hey, I'm waiting till it hits the line right here, look how long you would have been waiting.
Yeah.
So you can't quite do that.
Okay.
You have to participate. So if I were going to take something right here, what would I do? Go long with it, up higher, or go down? What would you do? Go up or down? I'm forcing you to make a decision.
I would stay. It's still above the line
It's
of
up.
change, so I would still buy.
That's
long.
correct. Go with what's happening.
Okay.
Okay?
No matter how long it's been going up.
This
I can
thing's been
always
going
change.
up for 5 years. Okay? Now here's another little caveat. See, I'm starting to want to dish out some stuff that I've heard that I've been holding on to for years. It's in there, so I'm like poison, so I don't even know if I want to tell you.
La la la.
Okay, so I'm not.
Okay.
All right? It's going up.
It's going up.
It could roll over some. So in this case, in this long-term perspective, if I went long right here, now how can I mitigate that? Let me work this out. I could come in, slice one right under here.
Yeah.
As long as it stays above that and I go long, I'm happy.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If it breaks this, am I willing to let it come this far down to this line before I say that's it? Well, it depends.
Yeah.
If I had 1,000 shares, whatever, and that means that's $30 move to that line, I can't handle $30,000 worth of loss.
No.
If I've got 50 shares and that $30 to that line, that means that's $1,500. I can swing that. I'm okay with it. Okay? So that's how I would control that, by how many shares I want to deal with.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
Again, the safest bet, wait till it hits the line. When it comes over and hits this line, boop, 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 right here, we expect it to bounce. You could buy right then
Yeah.
on conviction that the line's going to hold. Your next option would be phase 2,
Get a new line.
get your down control line, because this came down here, let it break,
Ah. Okay.
right? 1, 2, you could decide that.
Okay.
So would you want to have more shares when you are making a decision to make it go faster? I
That
saw you
is the
did that.
difference. Oh yeah.
Yeah, in the intro.
Don't you? I hate when I'm correct and I had 10 shares. It just moved $30. I had 10 shares, 10 times 30, I made $300. If I would have had 1,000 shares and it just moved that same $30, I'd have made 30,000 shares, $30,000. The number of shares is the issue. Okay? But you have to fit that within your profile. Again, your whole profile is, I have to keep my cash. I'm just stepping into the game, stepping where all the participants are, and what am I looking to do?
Keep your money.
And how do I,
Give a little bit of it.
if I'm in trouble, get me out of trouble, because occasionally someone will come by and just dump cash on me. Thank you. Okay? I'm not earning it. I'm protecting myself the whole time. Thank you.
You're
Okay?
receiving
I'll
it.
receive that. It's more blessed to receive. Actually, it's more blessed to give than to receive. In this case, you receive.
And then you're blessed.
And then you're blessed. Okay? Makes sense?
Yeah.
But we're on an index. Looks just like a stock.
Yeah, it does.
These indexes are all going up. The world is marching up. Any stock that I go to trade, let's go back to here, these issues. Okay.
So you only use indexes just for information.
Information is the way the world should be going.
Okay.
Stocks should be going with the indexes. I'm looking for those things to pair up together.
Okay.
That's why it tells me I think the stock world is manipulated and controlled.
Because it's all the same.
Because how does all that stuff go
Yeah.
together like
Yeah.
that? People aren't agreeable like that, okay? So, interesting that, so I'm looking at this stock right here. Let's go, I gotta go to the same time frame, by the way, okay? To see, those were monthly, weren't they before?
Yes.
Let me go here, let me go, well, weekly's close enough. What has this stock been doing for
Going
a
up.
long time? Up, 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 right? Right in with the indexes, correct? Okay, these individual stocks will tend to start breaking down sooner than the index.
Oh.
There's 30 good stocks, one of them could start diving off, but the index is staying up strong because the other 29 are strong. The one I'm trading needs to be staying with it. I'm just looking for those correlations.
Okay.
All right? Just something I have in my brain floating around. This guy is still considered overall what?
Up.
Very good. With a current down pressure.
It's getting close.
So just because that's parallel with the indexes, you're wanting to stick with this kind of trade. Do you get rid of one if it goes against what the index is doing?
Ultimately, how do you get paid on? The one you're trading. The reason I'm
Okay.
bringing this up, I'm using those correlations, but I'm very aware of discorrelation. If the
Okay.
indexes are up, 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 I'm going to let my brain kind of go to up, up, up. That's how the world should be working. But if I take my trade and it's not going up, I'm not in.
Okay.
I'm back to that same original premise. It's not working. It's a non-producer. I've had a trade where I said, hey, it's moving against me, but the indexes are up. Everybody else is going up. Mine has to go up while it's going down, and I'm getting a big fat red sign there. Loser, loser, more money. It's got to go up because all the indexes are going up. No.
Okay.
Ultimately, you stay with what you're doing.
Okay.
But I'm just saying it should correlate.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Is trading just buy and sell and you're done?
No.
What is it?
It's buy and sell, or sell then buy, or
It's keep stepping.
yes.
Is that correct?
What do
That
you
makes
say?
sense? What is that? What am I saying? What are you saying?
You're just constantly switching your mind, switching positions.
Actually engaging
mean,
in a position?
Yes, unless it's going in your favor for a while, then you wouldn't. But
When you buy, when you sell, you need, if you bought something at 20, you're going to sell it at 29. Why would you sell it at 29?
because you made a profit.
Ooh.
But no, you don't want a reason to. You don't. I can't ever get it. You don't want a reason to stay in.
No. Okay.
You don't want a reason to get out.
No.
Wait, I
Okay,
got this.
close.
Am I on the right
You
track?
sort of.
Hold on.
But
So what's the
backwards?
question again?
The question is, you bought it at 20 and it's at 29 and you want to sell it. Why do you want to sell it at 29?
Because hopefully you would have an LLC, and it's just following it.
No, why would you want to sell it at 29? It's just at 29. 20 to 29, you want to sell it because you're up $9. Because you had 1,000 shares, you made $9,000.
Yeah.
And you want to sell it
Yes.
because you made a good profit.
Yes.
Why are you out?
You don't want to do that.
You want to stay in?
Correct.
Oh.
Okay.
You're not letting the money tell you, hey, it's time to close. I just made $1,000. It's the reason to close the trade. No.
Okay.
You could make.
That could have been a $25,000 trade.
Okay.
You used the lines.
Okay.
I've went through that. You'll go through that. Hey, look, I'm up $1,000 in 15 minutes.
Done.
That is sweet. I'm done.
Yeah.
Do not do it. If you start letting the money control you, you're messed up. You're letting the trade, the correct trading parameters control you. The line of change says still going up, I'm still going up.
Okay.
Okay? Look, this stock used to be at, it's just crazy. This stock used to be at $27. Who would believe it could go to $1,300? That's insane. Okay? Well, the guy who said, I bought here and I got out here because, look, I'm up $10,000. Why?
Ay, ay, ay.
Use the line. Don't use the money. On the same token, if you're losing money, money's against you. Do you get out because, hey, I'm down $200, I'm getting out? I say no.
You're out because you crossed your line.
Get out because of the line. Trade correctly.
Okay.
That's trading correctly. Almost like don't even try to pay attention to the money. Pay attention to what's happening, okay? Then you'll be okay. Because otherwise, if I say, listen, how about $100? Is that good? How about 1,000? Is that good?
I don't know.
How about 10,000?
It's good.
How about 10? That's a lot.
It's like a game show.
How about 100? Just all I'm doing is sticking another zero. See, our brains aren't working correctly with the money. You let the line dictate.
Okay.
Okay? All right. Oh, back to that question. What do you do to trade correctly? You buy, sell, and what?
Then sell and buy.
So you're at 20, it goes to 29. Why would you sell at 29?
Only unless it broke your line.
Because it did something that said I need. So now, if you have enough conviction to sell at 29, do you have enough conviction to turn right around and go short to play it down?
As long as you've got that line there and it follows it.
If you don't have enough conviction to turn your position around, maybe you shouldn't be closing it out.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
That hit me.
It hits you another reinforcement. Well, I'm going to sell at 29. Am I getting ready to go short, turn right around?
Okay.
I'm not sure, then you're
be.
not sure about getting out.
Okay.
Okay?
Ha.
All right. And remember, even though you see this looks overall up, this is up and down, up and down. That's why you're always going to simulate. You can simulate for weeks, months, years. The longer time you take to get this and practice it and get comfortable with it, the longer you'll be successful. You're doing exactly everything opposite the world. You can sign up with an account, put your money in there, and start trading tomorrow. And that's what happens.
Yikes.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's why 80% of the people lose their money. As soon as this happens, it goes the other way, ooh, they don't know what to do, and boom.
Done.
Or they bought in because they read something, they bought in. They wake up tomorrow and they cannot believe it. The price is $50 down. I just watched that guy on TV say this is the best buy of the century, and it's down $50. And my thing says $50,000 against me.
Wow.
And bad. It's bad to people, okay? Let's wrap this course up. Now, you might be thinking there's something else. You need something else. You want something else. What you're telling me then is that you don't believe what I just told you. There is nothing else, really. There is nothing else you need to know. You don't need to know about companies. You don't need to know about the 200 technical indicators. You don't need to know about moving averages. You don't need to know all the books out there. You just do not need to know it.
Okay.
You try what I showed you, you practice what I showed you, and prove it for yourself. Until you prove it and believe it, you'll just be uncomfortable. I don't know how many times to keep showing somebody. It's just that simple. Now this sheet, this Word document that you have on your screen there that you can look at, it's got some other thoughts. You need to go through that document, read it, and then mark it up, make questions. I'm actually open to emails. My email, thetradingtemplate.com. I like that name, huh?
it's easy.
It's like a template. I built a template from being a carpenter. Maybe I told you that years ago. I used to hang doors, and after I routed out the hinges and had to measure each one, I said, that's a bummer. I built me a, I can't remember what they call it. It's been so long ago. Like a little template. It's a jig. It's called a jig. I built a jig that I can lay onto a door, take my tool and boom, boom, boom. Get the next door, put my jig on there, boom, boom, boom. They're all done. I built a system to work. This is the system of how to trade correctly. Where to buy, where to sell, how to think about it, what to do, how to study the stock before you ever engage it, do plenty of simulated trading, right?
Yes.
And that's it. There is nothing else to know. Go through this sheet on your screen again. You should be able to download this file, a bunch of things. If you want to email us, and these three are going to be working with me to help me because I'm not going to answer your emails. Probably I will.
These three.
But they will. The other third one, whoever that is.
We'll get another person.
There you go. Get another person, and it's just that simple. I think you'll be successful. I hope you'll be very successful. If you'll be patient, work on it, you can be successful. So now another little thing as a bonus, I've trained you to, and we've taken some kind of candid shots with the camera behind us, right? Showing you guys trading. Sometimes we're up early in the morning doing stuff. I've included those just to hear it another way, to see it some other way. Those are included. You can watch those if you want to. Sound good?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. God bless you.